To what's going on here. Now, I call the Honourable Member Gareth Hughes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Kia ora, ngā mihi nui kia koutou kia ora. That was an absolutely shocking couple of calls from the National Party just then. This is a legitimate, a serious, a very prescient issue facing this Parliament, and we hear nothing but politics from the National members. Nothing but politics from here. You know, Mr. Speaker, it's just like that paraphrasing of that famous New Zealander. You can almost smell the depleted uranium coming off their breath. Mr. Speaker, we'd like to congratulate the member Phil Twyford. This is a good bill. The Green Party is proud to be supporting it. We're disappointed the National Party will be not supporting it. You know, I didn't hear any legitimate arguments why they couldn't send it to a select committee so we could get the experts, we could get the military in, we could maybe even hear from some of our allies and thrash out the issues. But instead, this party wants to throw it out the door, throw the cat out with the baby with the bathwater, Mr. Chair. It's a significant issue. It's been shown in numerous reports around the world from the United Nations Environment Programme that it does pose health risk to humans. It does pose an environmental risk. I note that in 2006, New Zealand became a signatory to the UN General Assembly resolution accepting that depleted uranium munitions was a potential risk to health. I don't get what the problem is sending this to a select committee so we can have this discussion. This bill, it's a simple bill, only does a few things. It seeks to ban the possession, use, sale, manufacturing, testing and transit of uranium munitions around New Zealand. It's important that New Zealand sends a message to the world. We've been a world leader on cluster bombs, we've been a world leader on landmines, we've been a world leader on nuclear weapons. Around the world, the New Zealand disease, as it was called, was the risk that we would spread our nuclear-free zone around the world, and it has happened in a number of countries. And history has proved us right, and I'm convinced that history will prove the National Party wrong on this serious, important issue. We could have had that debate around what impact it would mean for our Defence Forces. In fact, what I think our New Zealand Defence Forces would like is having the legal cover so they don't have to work with it around the world. We know we're already testing them when they come back from overseas deployments. We want to give them protection so they don't have to be involved in something that I consider as immoral, significant health problem and something we should be banning. And New Zealand, if we were passing this law, would be sending a strong message to the world. So, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to touch on a different point, which is the fact that New Zealand's been transshipping around 5,000 tonnes annually in the last almost 2 decades through our ports of uranium yellowcake from Australia. Now, the fact is, I've gone through all the IRMA reports. One of the destinations of the Australian uranium yellowcake is a facility in Metropolis, Illinois, the same facility in the US that produces depleted uranium munitions. Now, I believe New Zealand's complicit in the international nuclear trade. We're complicit in making it cheaper and facilitating the trade so the US can manufacture these horrible weapons. Now, New Zealand shouldn't be part of that nuclear trade, and that's why the Green Party is proud to be supporting this bill. We've been a leader on these issues before. History's proven us right. History will prove us again. It's absolutely disappointing the National Party is not supporting it, but we take our hats off to Phil Twyford. We don't think this is about politics. We think this is about a serious, important issue that New Zealanders and people around the world are facing, and we congratulate them and wish this bill all the best.
Kia ora. Good on you.
Speak up. Call the Honourable Member Sam